Hi everyone, it's Aunt Jody and cats. We have a assorted cast. Okay, so they're all figuring out what to do for the evening. Um, I have a letter tonight from a young person. Let's get started, shall we? Dear Aunt Jody, I have not read a book in about 3 years. I wanted to get started reading again, and I was wondering which books you would recommend and how I should get back into reading after being accustomed to a TV or a computer screen. Signed, Crackerjack. Well, Cracker, I don't know what kind of TV programs you like or what kind of things you look up on the computer. So it would help to know a little bit, but you might want to start with something like The Hunger Games. Um, However, if you've probably seen the movie, so this probably wouldn't work. One thing you might want to consider is a graphic novel. Yummy is a story of, it is actually a true story too. Graphic novels are otherwise known as comics. However, there's nothing funny about the story. A graphic novel is an actual story told in graphic form. And I really strongly recommend this book. It's set in Chicago, and it is the story of Robert Sandifer, a young man who actually died in, well, I won't give away the story. I think you should read this book. It's really, really good. Okay, everybody should read that book. I wouldn't recommend something like Naked Lunch unless you're really into the story of drug addiction. William Burroughs was one very, very interesting man, but had a lot of problems. I had trouble with that one. Don't start there. If you like reading about psychopaths and you like medical information, this is a tough book, and Eric Larson is one really interesting writer. Even though he's writing about things that really happened, they read like a fiction novel. A little bit tough. I only pulled this out because Aunt Jody doesn't have a lot of books at the house that are for perhaps your reading level, but I just grabbed a few and this was in the stack and I really like it. Some that you would probably really like. Now, this looks like a very thick book, and it is, but it's all short stories. Flannery O'Connor writes stories about really interesting stuff, and this is a book of quite a few short stories. In fact, there are about 20 some, maybe not 20, but there are quite a few. And you've probably read Revelation, A Good Man is Hard to Find. And I think that you would probably like some of those. So look up stories by Flannery O'Connor. Start with short stories, go from there. Okay? So a good night from Ruby, Petey, and Ted. Not much going on here with them, as you can see. By the way, spring is coming. Aunt Jody treated herself to some Sally Hansen nail colors. I was inspired by my friend Bunny, who does all sorts of beauty tutorials. Obviously, she's got more to work with because she's a very pretty girl, but Aunt Jody can dream, right? Blue fingernails. It's springtime. Okay, have a good evening, everybody. Bye.